Hey guys, welcome back. I hope the sound of the air conditioner doesn't annoy you too much. It's pretty hot out, so I've had that thing cranked all week. Today we're gonna try Waterwetter. For those of you that don't know, Waterwetter is supposed to help your engine run a little cooler. The bottle claims 20 degrees cooler. Don't know if I'm going to see 20 degrees cooler, but we're gonna find out today. It's a hot day. We're gonna take the truck for a drive. The reason why I want to try this stuff is let me back up. When I just go for a normal drive on a relatively warm day, let's say 80 degrees, the truck runs probably about 190 degrees. And, you know, for an LS, that's optimal temperature. LSs are known to be able to run a little warmer than that and totally be fine. But when I was doing my drag and drive, I was pretty much cruising, pulling a trailer, you know, in the low 80 degree heat. I was cruising at about 204, 205 degrees pulling a trailer, which is okay. Now, a couple weeks ago, I went for a drive, just cruising on the highway, doing about 55 mile an hour, because I slowed down to that because I was cruising at 210, not pulling a trailer, whatever, just by itself. I was running at 210 and I could not get it. Even if I slowed down, couldn't get it to drop below that. So the radiator in this truck is only so big, and I've got a 16-inch fan. Let me show you for those that don't know. It's all you can fit in here. And like, this is actually made for this truck. I do have a shroud with a 16-inch electric fan running on an electric water pump, no thermostat. And it was running 210 and I couldn't get any lower than that. So then I got thinking, well, what happens if I'm doing another drag and drive where it's really hot and now I'm pulling a trailer that weighs, you know, I could have 800 pounds worth of gear in it. So I don't like running an engine that long, that hot. So I was looking at, do I try to find a bigger radiator that would fit in this? I didn't find one the first time I built the truck. Or do I have to figure out how to mount a second one in the back, but now I'm running more coolant lines, more weight, more problem areas. So this seemed to be the first go-to, I guess. You know, if I could spend, you know, 20 bucks on an additive and it drops the temps down to a more comfortable level, then why not? That's the easiest solution. So I'm gonna try this first. We are currently sitting at 91 degrees outside. Feels like 100 with the humidity. It's actually cooling off. It was about 95 earlier. So, you know, we're gonna go out now. I'm gonna drive it for, I'm figuring about 15 minutes of driving, 20 minutes of driving. I should be well heat soaked and up to temperature. Once it's all nicely heat soaked and I see the temperature sitting at a pretty steady temp, I'm gonna pull over, let it cool off. I'm gonna bring my little siphoning syringe thing out there with me, suck out some of the water out of the radiator, and we'll add the Waterwetter. Now, Waterwetter, you know, being a race truck, you're only supposed to run water at the track. You're not supposed to run any kind of antifreeze. Apparently this stuff you can still run at the track. It's not NHRA approved, but the tracks don't seem to care about it. And there's nothing in the rule book says you can't use it. So if you're a racer, it's generally accepted that you can run that stuff. So let's hit the road. Pulled off into the old Home Depot parking lot. Right now I got just the water pump and fan going, so I'm trying to get the temp down so I can safely open the rad cap. And then I'll suck some water out and dump this guy in. All right, sucked out what I could using my little syringe. So now we're gonna dump some of this in there. Well, 200. After I got off the highway, cruising around the city for a while, for about 10-15 minutes, 200 is what I saw in town. Now it's climbing because I'm just sitting here, but to turn my water pump on and fan, it'll drop. But yeah, I would say 200. All right, so here's my consensus. Do I think Waterwetter will drop your engine temps by 20 degrees? Maybe certain engine sizes, maybe certain engine designs. For my LS platform, twin turbo, cruising, city or highway, it helped. Didn't do the 20 degrees. Like I said, on the highway, it was about a 14-degree difference. In town, 12-ish. So I'm going to say it works, kind of. It did help. I don't think I'll be exploring the cooling system any further. So in that respect, it's a win. I feel like it's dropped. By dropping the temps 10 degrees, a solid 10 degrees, I do feel a lot better. And this is hot days we're talking here. So the fact that I'm able to go cruising when it's hotter than I would care to actually go for a drive, and it's keeping the engine temps, 200, just under 200, I can live with that. Now, is it going to be higher when I'm pulling a trailer? Yeah, but I'm not going to find myself in that situation often. So hopefully when I do find myself in those situations, I can, find ways to navigate my way through it, whether it be driving at night or whatever. I don't know. But I am happy with it. I was kind of skeptical anyway that it would drop in the full 20 degrees. So it kind of fell where I expected it to. I mean, not everyone's running a combination like this. If you're just running a regular, naturally aspirated LS or whatever else you're running, it might do better for you. But with a setup like this, I mean, and I have a pretty open engine bay, I must say. Like this, I am not locking a lot of heat in there. But I mean, I'm limited with rad size. Whereas most other people have a full-size pickup or whatever, you can run a larger rad. So you might see a better cooling effect than what I am. But that is my review. It works, kinda. We will see you guys later.